A note on the life of David Gale. First of all, this is not a fabulous film to draw a conclusion early on, and then a viewer would be able to switch off. I think it's just 7 out of 10, even if we have Kevin Spacey, one of the best actors of our time, and Kate Winslet taking part, and Laura Linney in this narrative. Kevin Spacey is David Gale, Kate Winslet is Betsy Bloom, Laura Linney is Constance Haraway. And we're talking death penalty, suicide, adversity, trauma, all the ingredients for a comedy. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say? Comedy? No, not really. Tragedy, where the end is nigh, is expected. To be a merit finder, or for lack of a merit within all this, to try and entertain myself, to try and escape the film as I now try to escape this accompaniment, this metal on metal drum background, musical background. I was thinking Dostoevsky. I mean, if we have, in the words of Michelle Obama, if they go low with a film, I mean, not much in there, we go high. We think Dostoevsky, not Gale. Even if it's a worthy theme otherwise, and joking aside, there will be quite a few things that are worthy in this film. And still, Dostoevsky, why I think of him? Because, well, he was condemned to death, and in his last minutes, there were 3 of them actually, he thought of dividing them into 3. One to say goodbye to friends, family, those close, which is interesting because supposedly that would make Dostoevsky a happy man. The positive psychology has studied the happiest people, and one thing that they have in common, and I would say one thing only, there will be so many elements of happiness, of course. Positive psychology has many rules, books you can study on this, how happiness, authentic happiness, flourishing, and so on. That is the common feature for the happiest people, is a strong social network, strong bonds with family first of all, and then friends. So Dostoevsky, in spite of the gloomy appearance, the sad image we have of him, perhaps taken from some of his works, masterpieces in fact, might have been a happy man, considering this closeness he had with his family and friends, dedicated them a third of his last moments in life. Another minute was dedicated to past life quickly in front of him, and the last to admire a ray of sunshine, which was creating a beautiful image on the tower of a church nearby. But then in the last moments, an order came, and Dostoevsky survived to tell the tale, so to say. It's I've read somewhere, it's not clear if it wasn't all a show. I mean, if it wasn't going to be killed in the first place, but that's irrelevant because he knew he's going to die, and we find these powerful emotions in his masterpieces, in The Idiot, in Crime and Punishment. I think also in the Karamazov Brothers. I'm not sure, I don't recall exactly where that moment would be now, but anyway, there will be the idea of the man who is sentenced to death, and what he feels, how strong he feels, the intensity. Uh, this would be a recipe for flow, come to think of it. To add into the classic Flow by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. And how he would rather live on a barren rock in the middle of the ocean than die. And alas, that's what I got out of The Life of David Gale. Thoughts about Dostoevsky in his last minutes. Because, as I said, worthwhile as some themes are, and gripping and horrifying, the suicide, for instance, the suicide scene with a bag and the adhesive tape on the mouth, the bag over the head, that was terrible, and what it reveals. But otherwise, the film, as I said, for me, it's just 7, maybe generously saying 7 out of 10.